everyone, welcome to Doug Man's Land. It's Friday. It is Friday here on Twitch, the place where people go to play the video games on the internets. So happy to be here with you once again for another retro game night here. And of course, we have been on a kick and we're going to continue on that route playing some Antstream tonight. There we go. The Antstream window is here beckoning us. So for those of you joining us for the first time, let me kind of set the table as to what we do here on this stream. We're going to play Antstream Arcade, which is a really cool platform that allows us to play tons and tons of licensed retro video games. It doesn't cost you anything. You can go to AntstreamArcade.com and download their client. So why would you use Antstream Arcade versus, say, an emulator? And I got a really good answer for you on that. A couple of answers, actually. Number one for me, it's super easy to use. The emulation is spot on. Wide controller support. And also, there are online leaderboards for most, if not all, the games that have scoring models. So you can test your skills versus the rest of the planet. It's just another, kind of record-keeping system. And with more and more people joining Antstream every day, it's a pretty large audience now, and I would say the records there I would consider fairly authoritative. In addition to the online records, there are also online challenges on a lot of the games, so you can actually challenge your friends who are on Antstream to partake in various specially crafted challenges based on the games on the system. And in fact, I encourage and invite anyone out there who's watching, lurking, and of course, you're always welcome to jump in the chat. We have a couple of options for you. You can send me a challenge on Antstream to Doug Man's Land, and any challenges I receive during our broadcast, I will do live on the air. So that's an option for you. If you have a specific game on Antstream you want me to play, and what you do is you come and you hang out in the chat, and when you jump into the chat room, or even watch the channel, you earn channel points. And after, I believe it's either 100 or 200 channel points, so hang out with us for a bit, you can redeem with your channel points an option to request a game on Antstream. And again, if it's on Antstream, we will play it next on the stream, and we'll play it for at least 20 minutes. So that's a cool way for you to interact with the show. And of course, as always, you're welcome to just jump in the chat, say hi, tell me what's on your mind, talk retro games, talk about the game we're playing, or whatever topics that we've got going on, because it kind of gets freewheeling, as it were, throughout the course of the show. And have fun with us. We have a number of viewers and regulars on this channel who are very competitive. There are games like Wizard of War, for example. Our good friend Jim Sharkey, who's here more often than not, is the current Antstream champion of Wizard of War. And Nuker43, who's another very close friend of ours, a regular of the show and of the channel, is very competitive in a number of games, and as well as Wizard of War. He's climbing those leaderboards quickly. I am the current Antstream champion of the game Naughty Boy. And of course, if you're familiar with our YouTube channel, and I sure hope you are, if you aren't, please go check it out at Doug Man's Land. And of course, all YouTubers have to say this, please smash my subscribe button. Please, it would really help. Seriously, it does help. So, if you can do me a solid, that's great. But check that video out on YouTube, because not only, I don't really just brag, I actually expose the kind of quirk in the game Naughty Boy that allowed me to get the world record. And I'm certainly more than happy to see anyone else who wants to take a swing at that, and by all means knock me off and do a better job of it. And I know there is no shortage of people who can do that. And it's kind of interesting on the YouTube, on the video. It sparked some really good conversation and exchange of ideas about what does and doesn't constitute a valid world record in terms of should you be allowed to take advantage of, I'll call it advantage play. You find some way that the game designers didn't originally intend to be available to you to accumulate tons and tons and tons of points with no fear of getting killed. And so should that be allowed and considered a valid world record versus playing the game in a specific manner that the original designers intended? That's a debate as old as time. I understand that I am not going to change anyone's mind as far as, whether or not you may or may not believe that is legitimate. But I'm also happy to continue the conversation on YouTube in the comments, or you can have the conversation here on Twitch. Yes, the platform we're on right now. We play the video games. Let's be amenable to the current platform we're on. Fire up the Custer's Revenge. Sadly, Custer's Revenge is not on Antstream, but of course, Antstream is always happy to listen to and field requests. So you can go to @Antstream Arcade on Twitter and send them a request, and you never know. If they, I will make this commitment. I will make the commitment here. If Antstream were to add Custer's Revenge, I would absolutely 100% stream it, play it, and see if I can get the high score on it. So there you go. So I'm just going to leave it at that. And now I've taken what could be a tricky situation and not only cleverly deflected it, but put it in someone else's court other than mine, because that's capitalism, baby. It's all about capitalism. Todd Rogers probably has the high score anyway. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Oh, I like that. That's there we go. See, like, good chat about the controversial figures in the classic arcade game world record scene. So again, Jim Sharkey is here. He is again the current Wizard of War champion. So if you fancy some competition, fire up the Wizard of War on Antstream and see if you can best his score. I'm willing to bet that you can't, because I tried more hours than I'd like to admit, and I couldn't do it. So there you go. Now tonight, Todd Rogers' body odor was a person. Well, okay. I mean, sheesh. All right. I mean, hey, I don't know Todd Rogers enough to know if that's a fair comment or not, but I'll leave that to you. Tonight on Antstream, and again, in addition to fielding any challenges that anyone chooses to send me on Antstream, I figured I was going to go and kind of theme this tonight to Namco. So I did a filter on Namco in Antstream, and I figured we'd do a kind of a perusal of the various Namco titles. These are pretty much all arcade titles, so they'll be kind of at least a certain level of quality. There's a lot of Spectrum games on here, and some of which are to be perfectly fair, not particularly great. So I think tonight we're gonna keep the game quality level to a certain level. A certain threshold, and so I figured doing some popular arcade manufacturers would be an interesting way to do it. So without any further ado, I've talked enough. It's like almost 9 minutes in. Xevious was distributed by Atari. This is an excellent question that Jim brings up. Xevious in the United States was distributed by Atari, but developed by Namco. So there's that. Atari had a licensing agreement to distribute some Namco stuff. Pole Position, while it is sadly not included here, is another example of something that Namco developed that Atari distributed. Confusing, admittedly it is, because Namco, of course, also developed Pac-Man and Super Pac-Man and so on and so forth, which, of course, in the States was distributed by Bally Midway. So Namco had, relationships with multiple arcade manufacturers in the U.S. But I'm glad you brought that up. It's an interesting point as we go through this. You'll see things that you recognize from being quote-unquote Bally Midway games as well as Atari games. So I'm glad you brought that up. Let's start off by looking at a game called Baraduke. I don't think that I've ever played Baraduke, and this is why I kind of was excited about going through this, because there's a lot of games I totally know and get, And there's some I just don't remember or don't think I've ever seen before. And so right off the bat, we've got Barduk blast through floor after floor of squelchy alien horrors in this science fiction shoot-'em-up frenzy. Yeah, and as you can see here, I have not played this before because I don't have a score. V. Kara Ray has 66,000 points at this game. Far and above the second place score of 20. I'm just reading the names. I'm just reading the names. 25 Klansmen is in second place with 25,000 points. So maybe that's a gimmick. They just get 25,000 points at everything. I don't know. But V. Kara Ray, good example, clearly has figured out some way to score lots of points. And of course, unfortunately, there's no video capture for the scoreboard, so we don't know how they did it. But that's actually kind of part of the fun, is to look at these games and see if we can find where the point farming is available. The Journey Arcade Classic with the Arnel Pineda ROM hack. No, that was... So, okay, I think I know the reference, right? So, Journey... help me out here, and Cassandra Hammerstone, my producer, is a Journey expert and will be able to help me with this. Journey threw out Steve Perry, the singer, correct? Is that a correct statement? And then there was a new singer. There's some kerfuffle at some point. Okay, I'm going to start this game while that conversation is going on. That's pithy, Jim. So, like, with the Journey Arcade game, someone, seriously, though, here's the thing. Jim, you are on fire tonight in a good way. I love it. There's somebody should do a ROM hack of the Journey Arcade game to put the current singer of Journey in there. That would be pretty sweet. Okay, so you can move and fire in this game. So consider that an open call to anyone out there lurking who would be capable of such technology feats. That would be ridiculously cool. Okay, so Kissy and Tacky are the protagonists here. I'm just watching the track screen. Apparently, this is a side-scrolling shooter, and there's like poop aliens and purple blobs. Okay, got it. And all you gotta do is fire. Oh, so I'm Kissy. I'm on floor 1. I'm your friend. That's creepy. Okay, so I move around and I shoot stuff. Oh, what happened here? What? Oh, hold on. Oh, what happened here? Wow. Oh my goodness. Antstream literally just crashed and closed. Wow, I mean, what the freak just... Okay, please hold, folks. Give me 1 second. That's a new one. We haven't had that happen before. Antstream, too hot for TV. Hold on 1 minute. Let's try and get that back up here. Not sure why that happened, but we're working on it. Okay, there's Antstream. All right. And I've got messages. And let's go and search for Namco. Wow, that was interesting. I don't know why. I'm not sure why that happened. But we're just going to roll with it. And we're going to get right back to where we were. Barduk, play. Guitarist found new singer on YouTube from the Philippines. Oh, that's interesting. I did not know that. Okay. All right, let's try this again. I wonder if this game crashes, Antstream. All right, well, I'm your friend. All right, we're going to try this again. Let's hope it doesn't crash again. This would suck. I don't want to end up turning into a just chatting stream. Just chatting being the Twitch category where you just chat. Okay, so you shoot things. You get what appears to be a little yellow thing here, and gate open. Okay, that looked pretty straightforward. It looked really straightforward. Push fire button. Nothing. All right. Kissy, floor 2. I wonder who named this thing Kissy. Okay, so... All right, I feel like... Okay. I mean, while I'm playing this, so I'm trying to figure out, I don't see what appears to be any time limits. So I'm wondering if the scoring, the high score is predicated on just respawning enemies over and over. I'm trying to determine if you can just go back and forth and kill the same things. Oh, that's not good. Oh boy. Be in a little bit of trouble here. Open. Alright, so before I go... What is this? I feel like there is time in the sense that if you don't get your stuff together, there's tough enemies that come after you. Alright. So I don't think we're going to do that. Nope. Okay, so it's some sort of like slot machine kind of thing. Kissy, floor 3. Okay. The graphics are kind of cute. I'll give it that. I think you do kind of have to just kind of move quickly here. So it's not clear yet what, if any, point farming people are doing on this. Oh. Okay. And it could be, if there is, it could be something that's down the road here in the game, not necessarily early on. Oh boy, this definitely, it looks simple, but there's definitely a bunch of stuff out there trying to kill you. Okay, so gate open. Oh, whatever that is, I want it. Oh, that's cool. All right, let's get out of here. So far, so good. Nope, I don't seem to get anything. Kissy, floor 4. Alright, so I feel like what I want to do ultimately is just really go after stuff quick. Don't let things shoot at me. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that wasn't good either. Alright. Alright, can I go back up and get... Okay, I can't get whatever it was I had there. The characters here look like the guys from Among Us. I just realized that. I don't know if that's intent. Well, I mean, obviously, you know, this was in the 80s, so they didn't have Among Us as a reference, but I'm wondering if the developers of Among Us saw this game and perhaps were inspired in that direction. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm assuming I want these little gems here. Oh boy. Oh, this is not fair. Oh, that's totally not fair. Kissy, game over on floor 4. We never knew what happened at the end of... I'm going to give this one more shot, because I feel like after 5 levels, it implied that you do some weird thing, or you face some weird-looking enemy. See that? There's like a thing with a mouth about 5 levels in, so I kind of do want to see... I'm your friend. Okay, alright. Alright, so this is pretty straightforward. Yeah, okay. So I feel like it actually rewards going quickly. Ooh, I got an extra shield. That's pretty cool. Now, is that shield permanent or just temporary? I think that's kind of a worthy question to ask. And is it possible that there's some way to game that, to always get that thing to land on the shield? That's another possibility when you're looking at how did someone score a buttload of points. Did they figure out a design flaw in that? Alright, so I feel like I want to get whatever these things have before I go down here. Alright. Okay. Oh, I don't want to lose a shield. Okay, so now I don't want to land on those. Kissy, floor 3. Okay. Alright, so I think I have to kill most of these things to get the whatchamacallit open. This gate. I think it's the... doesn't matter. I guess I got killed there. I have to start over. Okay, lets me start from where I left off. That's cool. Okay, so it's just those, like, purple things that have to die, I guess, to get through the level. Everything else is optional. And I only have a fire button, so I'm not, like, missing controls or techniques or anything here. Okay, so I feel like I gotta really just kind of jam through here. Oh, I don't know what that was, but alright. What the fuck was that? Well, that sucked. Alright, floor 4. Oh, this is where I think things got backed up pretty quickly. I was in a real jam. Freaking hell, man. Alright. Well, I guess this is a game that's beyond my skill level. Alright, so we'll let that go. There you go. There's Barduk, and I got to 4,800 points on that. Alright. So let's move along into Namco land. So we have Bosconian next, which is, if I recall correctly, let me make sure before I say something stupid. Okay, no, this is different from what I was expecting. Bosconian. So let's play Bosconian. And again, someone has figured out how to get triple the points of everyone else. Ali DZI, 395,000 points. So let's try it out. Again, you just move and fire. Sound effects are pretty cool.
Lost all.
Oh wow, it's got. I didn't know that it had speech synthesis.
Alive.
Oh wow, it definitely has speech synthesis. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to assume I'm supposed to be going after this. Oh boy, that didn't go well for me.
Lost all.
Wow, I am admittedly super impressed by the voice synthesis for an early 80s game like this. It's like, okay, so you can shoot in 2 directions. And I feel like the idea here is like what I'm doing is to, yeah, okay, is to get the outer pod things, I guess. I mean, this part has like, there's like Sinistar vibes here, but I realize this predated Sinistar. Maybe they were somewhat inspired by Sinistar when they designed Sinistar. Okay, so this feels spiritually like a... Again, I don't know this to be a fact. I'm just speculating, but I'm wondering if the folks who did Sinistar were not inspired by this, because it's got vibes. Okay, it looks like we finished the first round. I do like the use of the... Wow. I think it sounds like he's saying log off. Like here's a time-traveling alien that's like, social media is bad for you. Log off. And I gotta tell you, if that's the case, I'm kind of on the bad guy's side here. Very toxic. I feel like maybe the story here, maybe the mythology is I am going through space to try and destroy some sort of intergalactic evil outpost that Mark Zuckerberg is building. I'm going to go ahead and claim that I think what the real story is here. That's what I think they meant with Bosconian. The engineers in 1980 at Valley Midway were actually time travelers trying to warn us of a dystopian future. I feel like I'm doing good here. Oh yeah, this little tiny piece of whatever. Did he say I'm excited?
Alive.
I don't know what the speech calls are. I got battle stations and log off. Oh wow. Okay. Oh. I'm wondering if I'm supposed to. I wonder if I can log off. Don't worry, I'm not online.
Alive.
What is it? A lie? Aloud. So he's reading social media and screaming a lie. There's misinformation on Facebook, and again, I don't know why I'm destroying this battle station. Again, presumably this is the new headquarters of Meta. And I think I'm trying to. I'm really. Here's the thing. I am trying to bring the world back to Prodigy because we didn't hate each other when we had Prodigy. So I'm a traveler from. There we go. I mean, I feel like I'm doing pretty good at this. Oh shit! I'm like totally surrounded by these fucking horrible things.
A lie.
A lie.
Battle station.
Ah. Like, all these ships are piloted by the Twitter moderation team.
Logged off.
Log off.
A lie.
Instead of game over, it says you've been canceled. Ah! I don't want to be canceled. I want to monetize.
A lie.
A lie. Ah. I'm kind of digging this game. It's fun to play. Like, I know I'm kidding around about the game, but it's actually pretty. I thought I was gonna hate this, and I don't. What am I missing on this one? Oh, this one here.
A lie.
I thought I was gonna totally hate this, but I don't. Well, these are not easy to do. This looks easier than it is. Let me make it very clear. This is not as easy as it looks.
A lie.
But it is satisfying to watch these things blow up. And I feel like for a first effort, I feel like I've got a pretty decent, respectable score here for my first time playing. Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, that is exciting. Hey, this guy's like all over my ass here. Now whoa, shit. Okay, so that's the thing. You can't just sit here forever and farm. Condition red. Wow. There's definitely a... Clearly, and again, I'm just making an observation. Clearly, a voice call of Asian descent calls out condition red when you've been dilly-dallying too long, and then it just all goes to poop. So 44 grand. I think that's a pretty respectable initial effort. Let's see where that puts me on the leaderboard. I surprisingly like that game. 64th place. Okay, so 300. So somebody got 395 on it, but I think that was a respectable first effort, considering the third place is only 117,000. So again, this person in first place figured something out. Oh, by the way, I am only a few hundred points away from the user named 1639006115019 +70. So let me directly address 1639. I'm just going to call that for short. I'm coming for you, man. Or lady, wherever you are. Coming for you. All right, so 64th place. I'm digging that. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Let me go back. Okay, yeah, no, we're back. Dig Dug. We know Dig Dug. We've played Dig Dug 100 times, but we'll play one just for fun. Who doesn't love Dig Dug, right? And Dig Dug, I also know, is one of the games with challenges. So you can send people challenges to Dig Dug on Antstream if you'd like. And maybe I'll demonstrate that after our round here. All right, I think I will. Ooh, that was closer than it should have been. He's going to get away because I just wanted to demonstrate. And break the rocks. Yeah, he got away. If you break 2 rocks, a bonus symbol shows up in the middle here of the screen. And of course, you can always drop rocks, which may or may not hit an enemy. If they do, of course, you get points. It eliminates the enemies, which is obviously the goal. Don't get eaten. Eliminate the enemies. The dragon guys, as you can clearly see here, also have the power to breathe fire. And I got myself in a bit of a jammy jam here. Let's see the other play mechanic. The farther down underground an enemy is when you defeat them, you get more points. I missed the bonus symbol in the middle because I was Again, continuing to dilly-dally. And we're going to miss him a second time. Yeah, he's going to get away again. So, not exactly a fantastic demonstration of Dig Dug's skill. I'll be completely transparent about that. But an average playthrough here. And, oh, Celia totally missed. Yeah, my Dig Dug skills are not up to snuff today. Okay, so you break the second rock, but he's going to get away before I can get the bonus symbol. Yeah, I won't make it in time. Ah, so close. There are people who are very good at Dig Dug. I am clearly not one of them. There you go. So you can drop the rocks on people. That's kind of cool. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get the bonus symbol to come out. Of course, I don't know if I'm going to be able to actually get to it, but we'll try. Looks like some sort of pickle with some mold on it. Moldy pickle. We'll take the moldy pickle. Let's see if we can get a bunch of these guys dead. We got one of them? Nope, we got none of them. We got a big fat 0 on that. Okay. Oh, yeah, we got the last guy. All right, there we go. Watching Beat Bobby Flay was sorely disappointed. Was hoping he'd get the crap kicked out of him soon. The food. I always thought that Beat Bobby Flay, to your point, Jim, should absolutely be some sort of MMA-themed cooking show. And the fact that no one actually gets to physically assault Bobby Flay, I am totally with you, man. That's false advertising. Oh, look at that. I beat 2 guys and got a moldy pickle. We'll have the opportunity to maybe get a moldy pickle. I don't know if I will. Hold on, I may not. Yep, okay, I got it. Got it in loop back. I also think that the other point let me make regarding Bobby Flay, that they left a lot of money on the table, meaning Bobby Flay's corporate overlords and the video game industry, and not actually going forth and making an MMA-themed video game titled Beat Bobby Flay. Because, I mean, look, they have the game engine for the UFC games and all the rest. Oh, look at that, I got fired. I got hit with the fire. They have the engines for all the video wrestling games and the fighting games. So you can't tell me that someone can't just put the art assets for Bobby Flay in there and allow someone to, in fact, beat Bobby Flay. Perhaps maybe if you've always wondered what would happen if you had Bobby Flay versus Brock Lesnar. I'd like to see that. I'd pay money to see it. So, Jim, I think you're absolutely right, and it is a crying shame that the world has never gotten a chance to really beat Bobby Flay. Like, really just kick the shit out of him. I'd like to see Bobby Flay versus that douche nozzle from Hell's Kitchen. I don't know who that guy's name is, but perhaps... Who's that? Gordon Ramsay. I would like to see Bobby Flay versus Gordon Ramsay in some sort of cage enclosure. I would also like to see Bobby Flay versus that really obnoxious prick from Bar Rescue. That's another one I'd like to see. Come into chat and tell me what famous reality celebrities you'd like to see beat up Bobby Flay. I think I'm only scratching the surface here, and I feel like there's plenty of other people who should be beating Bobby Flay on a regular basis. Now, granted, I am required to remind you that Twitch does not promote or advocate violence of any sort, despite the fact that the whole platform is meant for playing games, most of which are incredibly violent. I don't know how to figure that shit out, but I'm supposed to say that, so there you go. I've done my due diligence. But having said that, yeah. What is that? Is that like a stuffed pepper? I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. I'm not going to get it. What's some sort of stuffed pepper? Very interesting. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? Can we get anything? This is a really tough one, right? Because you got to do... Oh, I got him. I got the pair of them. That was actually kind of a... I'm pretty impressed at that move. Oh, these things go pretty quick. Like, the difficulty here ramps up fairly quickly. Oh, and he's going to get away. In Dig Dug. So, wow, actually being able to improv. And oh no, don't let that fall on you. Ah, shit, we're dead. All right, so that's Dig Dug. Go for the world record now. No, I'm thinking no, I'm not gonna do that. Thank you for encouraging my habit. Dig Dug, the game I'm named after. Oh, well, yeah, that was not my best Dig Dug performance. Antstream has reminded me that 2 months ago I did better. And I should do better. -1, the username -1 has 431,000 points. The Dig Dug, to which I say, I salute you, sir or madam. Dig Dug 2. Okay, so I'm going to say something that I know is polarizing and is going to get me some heat. I hate Dig Dug 2. I think it's a terrible game. Dig Dug 2 returns with 2 weapons. Use your air pump to pop your enemies or drill into the ground and watch them sink in the ocean below. I always found this mechanic to be really unsatisfying and clumsy and awkward. So I'm going to play it because I said I'll play all the Namco games at least once. But got to tell you, not a fan. So you got to drill and or fire. I just really found this to be... and honestly, on some level, it was like, okay, just drill. So you have to get to a point here, right? I hate this. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, oh. And I don't think you're required to do the drilling part. I think you could just do your classic... Yeah, I think you can just do kind of this classic deal here, which I would be inclined to do instead. The drilling part is just, I've always thought it was stupid. There you go. Anyhow, I'm done ranting and raving about Dig Dug 2. They couldn't have just left well enough alone. I would have been fine if they just took the Dig Dug mechanics and just maybe added some different types of traditional Dig Dug levels, color schemes, whatever. This felt like an inorganic, forced upgrade to, a case of don't fix something that's not broken. They were trying to fix something that was never broken. Dig Dug was fine. Okay, this is a little wonky. Dig Dug was good enough. Oh, wow. He just barely missed me. This guy... There we go. And the other thing, too, is Dig Dug was good enough of a game that the folks at Universal, not Universal Pictures or like the Giant Colossus, but there was a arcade development company called Universal in the 80s. They recognized the earning power of the Dig Dug arcade game enough that they actually created, the famous game Mr. Do, which is clearly an entire, Dig Dug ripoff. And that game, in turn, was a massive hit. Mostly because they, the folks at Universal, when they made Dig Dug, they primarily developed that to create, in the arcade business, what was called conversion kits. So a conversion kit is when a company makes a video game, an arcade game, and it's just represented as a circuit board that someone who operates arcade games would buy and then, and install it into an existing game that was old and just wasn't earning money anymore. So you'd have games at the end of their life, instead of throwing that whole cabinet out in the dump and buying a whole new machine, you would buy a circuit board and change the game to a new game. So Mr. Do was probably one of the main conversion game of the early 80s. And I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe it actually out-earned Dig Dug when all was said and done. Because there were so many more Mr. Do's than Dig Dugs. It was just Dig Dug. Dig Dug was a dedicated Atari cabinet, and they made however many they made. Ooh, boy. Now this is getting a little challenging. But with Mr. Do, there was a gazillion of those out there. And they were in cabinets for a lot longer than Mr. Do was out there. So, very interesting to note. But again, for some reason, Namco got it in them that they needed to take the winning formula of Dig Dug and significantly iterate on it. So, again, go figure, right? Time has not been kind to Dig Dug 2. I mean, it's on various Namco compilations, and it's one of those, like, filler games, if you ask me. There was actually an NES port of it, so, in fairness, there was a Dig Dug and a Dig Dug... No, wait a minute, hold on, let me correct myself there. I don't think that the original Dig Dug was ported to the NES. It was the sequel that got the NES port, if I recall correctly. And I'm sure if I'm wrong, someone will correct me, but... of course, Dig Dug had ported to all the Atari consoles, but Dig Dug 2 was NES, if memory serves. And I don't think the original Dig Dug had any non-Atari ports in the early console era. So actually, it really wasn't that ubiquitous in the home market. But anyhow, that's Dig Dug 2. And that performance gets me a solid 585th place. Fantastic. So apparently ABO Hiccups has scored 163,000 points at Dig Dug 2, to which I say, I salute you, sir. Well played. Well played. Dragon Spirit. This is a good game, a quality game, but I guess my thing is I'm really awful at it, so I don't give it the love it truly deserves. I'm terrible at this game, but we'll do a swing at it. I only scored like 1,900 points the one time I tried it 4 months ago. Again, a good friend Ali Bia DZI owns the title on this one as well, 115,000 points. So let's see what we could do. You can bomb and fire in this game. And shooters with bomb and fire, I usually struggle with because I never really figure out the optimal time in which you should hit the bomb button. Oh, it seems to be waiting a bit here for the play button to come up. Waiting patiently. Patiently waiting. Ba-do-boo, ba-do-boo. Not sure why it's not coming up. All right, let's try quit and come back in. Try this again. There we go. Okay, Dragon Spirit. All right, I will give it my best effort here. I can choose different areas? Well, let's start area 4, because, I mean, why not, right? Let me give myself a really tough go of it. All right. Okay, so that's the bomb. Oh, so this is like Exevious, where you don't have a limit to bombs, but you have to press different buttons. And ground targets that shoot at you have to be hit with the bombs. So it's got that whole Exevious vibes kind of thing. And it's not something I really enjoy because it's difficult for me. You have to basically get to a very certain spot on the screen to launch the bomb. But in games like this, you can't stay still. So it requires a lot of precision and skill to use the bomb properly. And like, I ultimately just give up and not use it and just fire at things and hope for the best. So expect no... Oh, good Lord. This is a punishing game. Very punishing. Ah. My poor dragon. My dragon is a real wuss, too. You would think a dragon would be a little bit more hardy than to just fall down and die after, like, these little yellow, whatever these pine cones are. Apparently I've got a dragon that 2 pine cones kills me. Yeah, there we go. 1,000 points on that. All right. That's Dragon Spirit. Hope no one had great expectations for me on that one, because you would be sorely disappointed. Let's move along here. Galaga. That's a little game. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's very obscure. A few people have heard of it and played it once in a great while. Have I never done a round of Galaga I'm shocked. I've never done a round of Galaga on here. 558,000 points. Well, I can promise you we're not getting that. All right, let's play a round of Galaga. I'll be happy if I can get 20 or 30,000 points. I'm going to consider that my expected result based on skill level. How's that? There's a fun thing with Galaga, and I know Jim and I talked about this. Oh gosh, I forget. On a previous episode, Jim and I discussed this. There's kind of a glitch, a bug in Galaga, where if you set up a situation where there's one or two specific aliens left, and you evade their fire for like 255 shots in a row or something like that, the software gets into a state where none of the enemies will fire at you anymore. And while you can certainly still die by colliding with an enemy, if you can manage not to collide with enemies, you can pretty much, go after them at will and, presumably accumulate a pretty fantastic score as a result. And I think that was a conversation we had when we were talking about, again, the whole thing of, various leaderboard or high score arbiters will have different standards for what they consider a valid world record on a game. And I'm personally, my opinion, which I know is not shared by everyone, and many will come and disagree with me on this, but if a game has a design flaw or not considered way to play it that you found, and you are able to use that design issue to score a tremendous amount of points, that should stand as a record. Unless the body that is running the record books in question has distinct categories for can use exploits and can't use exploits. But things like Twin Galaxies, they'll have arbitrary rules. I consider them arbitrary on a game-per-game basis. And, of course, this all came because, I have declared myself the current world champion of the game Naughty Boy. And, again, I posted a YouTube video, and there were some really thoughtful comments that I appreciate, and I responded to, pointing out that Twin Galaxies will not recognize my score because they have determined in their own individual rules for this game that you can't, quote, point leech, which, is somewhat arbitrary, and they even admit that the referee looking at the video evidence will be free to decide on their own what constitutes, quote, excessive point leeching. Obviously, me playing the game and intentionally never going past the first level would most likely be considered point leeching by anyone who's judging, so to speak, the integrity of the playthrough. So I get that. But again, my perspective on this is, I think that if you can discover a flaw in the software so that by just using the controls, not editing the game software in any way, but playing the software as it was written, but in a way that the designers didn't intend, I think that that's fair game. And I will use as my exhibit A to that if you look at the world of speedrunning. And obviously, if you're watching me on Twitch, I imagine you probably know all about speedrunning because that's really one of the most popular subcultures, gaming subcultures here on Twitch is speedrunning. And games like, I'll take as another example is the Mario 3 games. A lot of these, strategies that the speedrunners for Super Mario 3 use involve taking advantage of software glitches in the game to do things like go through walls and barriers and traverse, skip through levels that they'd otherwise have to play in order to complete the game as quickly as possible. And there are distinct categories that were established in, for example, Mario 3 speedrunning for, I think it's called any percent, where you can basically, if you can find a way to get through all of the game skipping 22 different levels, then great, you can do that. And there's categories for like you can use software glitches or you can't use software glitches, so on and so forth. And that's fine. I'm okay with that if they're all defined and you have people that want to use them have their own leaderboard and people that don't want to use them have their own leaderboard. But in the case of Twin Galaxies, they only have one leaderboard and they demand that everyone do it a certain way. And I just think that that's, I don't know, I don't think that that's pragmatic. And I think it punishes creativity. As I get to I got to 61,000, which is a bit more than I thought I'd get. The hit miss ratio of 54%. I think that being able to find things in these games should be rewarded and not punished. And look, let's just boil it down. It's a video game, people. It's a video game. I'm not robbing a bank here. I'm playing a video game. If I find a clever way to get lots of points, then okay, it's cool. I mean, there you go. There's my hot take. Galaga 88 was a couple different sequels to Galaga. I love this game. I'm not good at it, but I love it. I got 36,000 points playing it 4 months ago. Bowl of Jelly is the champ here with 845,000 points. Again, like way more than the second place. So Bowl of Jelly figured something out. Don't know what, but Bowl of Jelly figured something out. So let's do a quick run through of Galaga 88. I think you can start with one or two players attached to each other. If you start with two, then you only have one man in reserve. And unlike Galaga, you can actually have not only the two ships connected, but you can have a third ship connected if you get your dual ship captured, which is why I'm carefully trying to avoid blowing up the ships that do capturing and not get blown up myself. And this is the big thing that, okay, here we go. I'm going to try and get captured. There we go, I got captured. Now, if I manage to not get blown up and free this guy without accidentally blowing him up, which you can do, and then you end up having no other extra lives and one little chip. So you have to be super careful with this. It's a risky maneuver. Oh, shit. And that's a game over. So this is a cool mechanic, though, right? This is a game that encourages taking risks. And from an arcade game design standpoint, that's epic, right? I mean, they made a lot of money with this game because they said you start with 3 lives. If you would like to take some chances, you can consolidate 2 of your 3 lives at the beginning of the game, leaving you with only 1 reserve man. If you choose, you can try and get those 2 lives captured, and then you'd be on your last man with no safety net. And you either free that person, so then you'd have 3 ships together, which is super powerful. But if you mess it up, game's over. Put in another quarter, buddy. So from a design standpoint, that's just brilliant. I applaud that. Very ingenious. Very, very, very smart. Galaga 88 was, I believe it was called Galaga 90, I want to say. But the same code was ported to the TurboGrafx PC Engine. And it is an amazing port. So if you're a TurboGrafx or a PC Engine fan, I implore you, if you are not already hip to it and haven't played it, I believe, again, it's called Galaga 90 in the TurboGrafx scene. But check that out. You will not be disappointed. So there you go. Moving right along, Gapless. Yet another sequel to Galaga. This one has an interesting twist where you can actually have the opportunity to capture the aliens. So you could turn the tables on them. I don't know if I've played this before. Yeah, I have played it before. I got 14,000 points. Hercules has 596K. I don't know if we'll get far along enough to be able to see that demonstrated, but it is a play mechanic that you could get. And also, unlike the previous Galagas, you can actually, instead of just moving left and right, you can move up and down as well. So that kind of adds something to it. Actually, I believe, I take that back. With Galaga 88/90, you could. The original Galaga, you could only move left and right. And starting with Galaga 88, you could move in... Okay. I know this is not good for Twitch, but I'm going to need to, for a moment, be super quiet so I can try and actually... Well, actually, it doesn't matter, right? No, it does. I can get this still. I have to try and get the thing to show you the thing, right? I mean, that's like super detailed and clear. Okay, see that thing here? This is what I'm trying to get. Let's see if we can get the thing on the thing. Come on, damn it. Oh, no, I killed it. I killed it. We won't be seeing it on this level. Oh, goodness. Alright, I'm giving this a second try. Assuming I die here. Because this was not a fair demonstration of how this game works. Come on. I might actually just let it play the attract mode to show you how this works, but... Oh, for goodness sakes, there we go. Parsec 2! Coming at ya. Parsec 2 coming at ya. Yeah, so not unlike bullet hell games, there is like a pattern of movement that you kind of have to have figured out. Can I get this? Okay, there we go. Here we go. So here it is. So see, you get this, and you turn the tables. You do it the other way. You go after them, and it looks like I'm only going to get 3 of them. But now, like, see here? Look at this. And obviously, you'd like to keep these as long as you can. They don't typically last too long, because while you have more firepower, you're also a bigger target. And here's the challenging stage. This is actually kind of cool as well. So the way this works is, you got these little guys, and you hit them and they tumble, and then you kind of, in time... And it makes, like, as you can see... Hold on. Okay. So yeah, you spell bonus. I mean, I guess that's kind of obvious here. You do this kind of cool thing, and you spell the word bonus. And you get a bonus. I mean, it's a fun, cool little play mechanic. I like it. There you go, bonus completed, and there's a bonus. So that's kind of cool. Oh, I got an extra guy, too, for my troubles. So again, obviously, you'd love to keep these as long as possible, but you're a huge, like, target, and there's incoming fire everywhere, so you typically don't keep them long when you get them, but they're fun while they last. And then, eventually, let's see, one already got whacked. Let's see. Oh, dear. Okay. Was that it? No, we finished it. Okay. Alright. Parsec 5. Again, a lot of this is like pattern memorization, and for some reason, this is burned in my memory, and I don't know why, because I never played it much. It's one of those cases where I'm not even sure why I remember it the way I do. Oh, no, it hit me right in the middle. Hit me right in the middles. Oh, this sucks. Now I'm like, I have no extra guys, and I'm all alone in the world. Which means I am in deep doo-doo right now. Very deep trouble. Oh, boy. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. So yeah, and I don't. Well, I mean, I could try and get this thing. Oh, no, didn't make it. All right, 63,000 points. Again, pretty respectable, if I do say so myself. Oh, you get 6 letters to work with. You could probably do all sorts of, like, horrible stuff. Can you actually put your age in here? I'm just gonna call myself 40. Yeah. Mysterious blood type. I don't think that Namco America needs that personal medical information. Why do they need to know that? That's weird. Like, you couldn't make a game in 2021 where you put your score up and then it asks you your blood type. 1984 was a weird time. Okay. Gapless, 19th place. Wow, that's not so bad. Obviously nowhere close to the tops, but I'll take a top 20. That's Gapless. What do we got next here? Wow, I thought I was going to be blowing through this whole list in like 20 minutes, so this might carry over into next week. What do we have here? Grobda. I feel like we played Grobda. This feels like something we took a swing at. No, maybe we didn't. I guess we didn't play Grobda. But apparently the world record is 24,000 points, which now begs the question, what exactly do you do here and how do you score points? Shield and fire. Okay. Roger that. Shield and fire. Grobda. Actually, I'm going to watch the attract mode. I kind of want to see what's going on here. The top rankers of NBA. I don't know. Okay. All right. Will we get a demonstration of Grobda? Battling 2. Okay, so you're in a tank. And you're firing and blowing up stuff, I want to say. And obviously they're firing you. Oh. All right. Let's give this a go.
Get ready.
Oh, it's got speech. Okay, so you can... Oh, wow. Jesus. I didn't get points for killing... Oh, I got 100 points. I got 100 points. Oh, shit. Wow, this... You don't get a lot of,
Get ready.
You don't get a lot of, room to breathe. Jesus. All right. No, that I need more.
Get ready.
I need more Grobda. Can you at least hide behind these things? Okay, so you can...
Get ready.
Okay, alright. So I think clearly there's a strat here to wanting to hide, right? Okay, so that's cool. Oh, I'm already up to 2,400 points. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright, okay, alright. Oh, so, like, make your way... Do you have to start the whole level over? Okay, you do have to start the whole level. Oh, shit. Alright, so I grabbed it for 5,200 points. I'll take that. The National Battling Association, otherwise known as the NBA. The National Battling Association. I feel like I shouldn't even say that. Alright, well... Hey, I'm just reading the video game. That was good enough for 36th place in the world. Okay. Maybe we'll circle back to that at some point, because I feel like if you can find a way on that 4th level to dash to safety, there might be something there. So that's Grobda. What do we have here? Mappy. Got a little Mappy going on. Again, another game like the game, but I'm terrible at it. So we'll do a quick visit with Mappy. And there we go. Oh. Oh, and I got myself beaten down. Yeah, this is not a game I'm very good at. Okay, somehow I managed to miraculously not die here. Okay, so we got that. Got that. I think I just need to get this computer, right? Okay, alright, so we got the first level. We got the first level. And it only gets harder from here, folks. No, can't really do anything there. Okay, so we got that. Oh, no, don't want to be there. You want to be? Yeah, we've already. Yep. See, that's the thing with Mappy. As soon as you get onto a level where there's someone on the other side of it, your life is over. Okay, so let's go over here. And let's go over here. And let's go over here. And we need to... Didn't want to go there, but alright. Okay, so we're on there. Oh, I still have to get all the way over here. And up here. Alright, we got the second level done. I don't usually get the second level done, so that's kind of cool. Bonus round. Oh, I remember. I've played this before. Oh, I'm so bad at this. Okay. Yeah. Nope. Gotta be careful. Oh boy, I'm gonna run out of that. Alright, got 1,000 points for that. I guess that's cool. No perfect game there, to be sure. Alright, let's continue. Oh, I'm already dead, right? Oh, no. Oh. What do we do here? Ooh, very close. Definitely need to do that, and then... these... Okay, so I got that. Let's go up here. Oh, this is where I'm gonna be. Ooh, nope. Not dead yet, but very close. This guy's right on my tail. I don't know where I'm supposed to go here. Oh, and these bouncy things, you can only bounce on them a certain number of times, which is interesting. I'm shocked that I finished the 4th level, by the way. I don't think I've ever gotten this far in Mappy. Ever. So this is all, like, totally new ground you're seeing here. For me, at least. Oh, wow. I got 1,200 points for that. Cool. Okay, so we got that, we got that. Oh, jeez, this thing is, like, comes right after you. Whoop. Don't want to go there. Don't want to go there. No, didn't want to go there either. Gotta be very careful here. Okay, I need that thing. Nope, nah, I'm dead. Alright. Alright, again, I'm not unhappy with that score. This is a fairly reasonable... oh, wow, 237th place. A lot of people are a lot better at Mappy than I am. That's for sure. Metro Cross. Hop, skip, and jump your way to being the fastest runner in the... Oh, we played this, and I hated this game. I'm going to play it once just to go through, like, the spirit of going through them all. But this is a horrible game. This one is horrible. It's not like fun. That's one of the big problems is it's not fun. It's grueling and the jump mechanic is just not fun. I mean, I know the point is supposed to be an obstacle course, but it's like everything that's not fun about Excitebike and nothing that's fun about it. That's this game. Yeah. Apparently also does not have very good cardiovascular conditioning, which is why I don't know why he's doing this. But apparently he also, like, only consumes Coca-Cola. Oh, look at that. That's just pathetic. We hit it again. Yeah, that's fun. I even tried to jump that time. Alright, come on. Look at that. Our misery will end in 25 seconds. That's my only thing that makes me happy here. I'm on a skateboard and I lost my skateboard. We only have to endure this for 16 more seconds. Alright. Oh, yeah, a little pattern, but the controls are so evil and horrible that it doesn't really matter. Alright. Yeah, let's play the last few seconds on the little skateboard deal. There we go. Alright. And I'm dead. The sweet release of being done with this. Game over. Alright. Couldn't come a moment too soon. That is maybe the worst Namco game. They're typically good. Namco is typically pretty solid. So, but that was definitely not a good game. Modos is kind of a cool, it's like a sumo wrestling type concept. I'll show you. Okay, so I'm this little spaceship thing, and so these red balls, what I'm trying to do is knock them off the grid. Oh, and not fall off myself. In the case, I did knock them off, but I also fell. So again, here what we're trying to do here is accomplish knocking everything off. Okay. And it's like you're doing this by bumping into them. So, I mean, it's super simple. The idea, oh boy. Oh boy. And yeah, obviously, kind of the idea here is like you want to stay away from the edges. Right? Okay, so he's done it. Okay, and we do. Yeah, so if you wait too long, the surface that you're playing on starts to disappear. So there's like a timer in the sense that if you mess around too long, you get yourself into some big trouble. I definitely want whatever that is. The P. Okay. Fun game. I fell off. I kind of saw that coming, too. Power parts. Select. Set. Sure. I don't know what that means, but... Oh. Alright. Again, kind of a cool little game. Oh, I fell off. I went looking at chat and I fell off. It's my self-inflicted wound. That's Modos. Motus. There we go. Let's see. You know what we'll do is maybe do like a twofer. We'll do New Rally X, right? And then we'll save the rest of these for our next episode. So kind of break it up into a two-parter. New Rally X is one of the games I'm actually competitive at. I'm the 29th best New Rally Xer with 91,140 points. You might notice in 31st place, 2 spots below me, is Jim Sharkey. So he is only 500 points, 530 points removed. So he could, at any time, claim the throne. And so, as I stated before, very competitive. The Doug Man's Land Antstream scene, as they say. It is super competitive. We have some games that we're so-so at, but we have some games that we're really, really good at. And when you consider that there are thousands of people on Antstream for us to hold down multiple classics. Whoa! I start bragging, and then I immediately get killed on level 1. Someone should make a meme out of that. What I was going to say before I made a noob error and got pwned. Oh, I went the wrong way again. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Oh, maybe I should, like, not talk shit while I'm playing the game. Maybe. Considering that there's a large group of people, a large user base for Antstream, for our little community to have multiple records is admittedly, I think it's a pretty cool distinction, and I for one am proud of this little crew for having multiple records. So that's all, and I'm gonna leave it at that because apparently, if this game has a humility sensor, it will punish you for being too arrogant. Oh, I think I missed that. Yep, totally missed it. Oh, and he came back for me too. Oof, this is not my crowning performance, to be sure. Oh my goodness. Oh, Jesus. Will we even make the challenge round or not? Maybe not. There we go. Well, at least make the first bonus round here. Well, that was a pretty poor effort. Challenging stage number 1. So, you know, I've said this before with this game, you want to, if at all possible, make sure that you get the multiplier flag first, so that the subsequent flags will all score double points. If you are chasing a high score, it is super important to do that. So now I gotta cruise down here. Get the rest of these flags. There's one, and there's the other. And we did get the extra car for 30,000 points. Things do start getting more and more difficult, though. Oops. Oh, that's not what we wanted. Oh, we're going to have a real doozy of a time getting at this flag. Yeah, we got it, and then we got killed. I had a bad feeling about that. And unfortunately, I'll show you this in a second. If you get the multiplier, and then you get killed, you lose the multiplier for that level. The multiplier flag is gone, and you then, shoot. Wow, really not on my game here. Maybe looping around this way. Oh, no, you don't want to go that way. So there's another strategy, too. If you can get enough distance between yourself and the enemy cars, they kind of get bunched up in part of the screen sometimes. The game gets a little confused. And obviously, you can use that to your advantage. Well, I don't know, maybe the folks at Twin Galaxies would frown upon such shenanigans, but I've always thought that was completely on board. 35,000 bucks, 30 points. Wow, I don't know why I said that. I do know why I said that. It has nothing to do with this stream. I'm in the middle of producing a different video that has finance as a subject. So, okay. So there you go, New Rally X. Again, I'm the 29th best New Rally X player on the planet. Showbiz Fox is 153. Not completely impossible. I mean, if I really, really took my game to the next level, it's certainly conceivable that I could go there. But we'll see. We'll see. So once again, let's go back to the main page. Again, there's tournaments, there are challenges, there's online leaderboards. I do say, strongly recommend, if you haven't gotten into Antstream and you like retro games, there's no reason why you shouldn't give this a go. It's a lot of fun. They've got a wide selection of different games for different platforms and so on and so forth. So by all means, please give this a go. You won't be disappointed. And then, of course, you can challenge me to games. You could send me challenges all day and night if you'd like, and I'll try to play as many as I possibly can. A few of the viewers of this channel did send me some challenges through the course of the week, and I played them. I didn't want to like save them up for now because it would seem like maybe rude if I waited days to play them. So, but you can continue to do that all you'd like. You're more than welcome. To bring this back around, of course, here on Doug Man's Land, we love our retro games and we play them every Friday night. We do a bunch of stuff, though, not just on Twitch, but also on YouTube. So on Monday nights on the YouTube, we play poker. If you like playing poker or want to learn more about the game of poker or watch people play it badly or good, depending on how you think my poker game is, and talk about it, you can tune in. It's 8 p.m. on Monday nights, Eastern Standard Time, on the YouTubes. And then on the YouTubes on Tuesday nights, I watch the Heritage Auction sealed video game auctions. Heritage Auctions continuing to be an interesting subject, and I'm actually working on producing a standalone video regarding some stuff to do with Heritage and some recent, I'll say, criticisms. I have an opinion or two. I'm actually putting a video together on that, so that'll be on the YouTubes. On Wednesday nights, we come back to Twitch right here, and we do Wildcard Wednesday. We'll play all sorts of different games. I really like to mix it up. We had a really fun time this past Wednesday playing Cooking Simulator, and if you didn't see that, I highly encourage you to go to my YouTube channel, Doug Man's Land, and check out the video for my Cooking Simulator stream. Things went south. Things got weird, and if that intrigues you, then I encourage you to check it out. It's a good time. So once again, thank you, everyone. So some people lurking, there's some people chatting. Thank you, Jim, for coming by and chatting. Check me out on Twitter, Doug Man's Land. I have a TikTok as well for some reason. You can search me there. Keep up with what I'm doing, of course. Hope you guys all have a fantastic weekend. Hope you're not snowed in. Hope you can enjoy life. And of course, I will see you next Monday on the YouTubes. Good night, everyone.